everyone, welcome to the session. A very good evening to all of you guys. How is everyone doing today? Hello, good evening. Welcome to the session. So guys, I hope you've had a great day so far. Yes. I hope you've had a productive day so far. I hope you've tried out some amazing RC passages and you have tried out para-based questions and you're all ready to take on today's exercise as well. So what we're doing is 200 plus questions, para-based questions. It's para jumbles, odd one out, and para summary. Hello Ansh, welcome to the session. I'm good. How are you doing? Okay guys, welcome to the session. Hello Pallavi. Okay, I got to see why I'm looking this yellow. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, welcome to the session guys. Hello Rhythm, hi Shabnam, welcome to the session. Hello Tanmit, welcome. Hello Rajni, good to see you. Hi Ansh. Don't worry, we'll try out those questions, Ansh. Hello Abhishek, good evening. Guys, I would request everyone to start giving sectionals, start giving mocks, start analyzing your performance. It's very important right now. Hello Amnish, welcome to the session. Hi Gaurav, after a long time. Hello Aniket, welcome to the session. If I'm not wrong, I don't know if you were a previous year student of mine. I'm not sure. Maybe I have the name wrong. Gaurav, is that you? Hi Naman, welcome to the session. Hello Doman. Okay, so guys, when you take the Unacademy CAT subscription, you get all the benefits, okay, that you require in order to. Yes, Naman. I am hosting some sectionals. I was just coming to that, but it's going to be a part of a plus course that I'm going to take. So, plus course starting day after tomorrow. There are going to be 5 sectionals this month, 5 sectionals back to back every day, 5 sectionals followed by 2-hour analysis session of those sectionals. So that's why I would want everyone to take the plus subscription. You get unlimited access to the entire CAT portal, not just VARC, but quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, structured courses in PDFs, the Unacademy community feature, live tests and quizzes like the one even I'll be hosting, and you can raise a doubt and ask your doubts. You know, every 4th session of a course is a dedicated doubt solving session. And when you take the Iconic subscription, you get all of these benefits, and in addition to that, you get one-on-one mentorship. Arey wow, Gaurav, good to see you. How are you? I'm so glad. I remembered through your name and through the DP because that's all the access that I have to all of you. But you know, most of you don't change your DPs and it's kind of registered. You know, I can see the color and sort of figure it out. But it's really nice. Good to see you back. Hello, welcome to the session. Okay, so guys, don't forget to take the subscription as soon as possible, and when you subscribe, don't forget to apply the code RITUMBE. Okay, come on guys, कौन से क्वेश्चन पे हम लोगों ने अपना जर्नी छोड़ा था? Okay, let's just check guys कि हमने सारे क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं या नहीं. Okay, I think we stopped at some para jumbles. चलो आज नए क्वेश्चंस लेते हैं. जितना भी बैकलॉग है of the questions that we have left out in the middle because you know you wanted to take up an odd one out or you wanted to take up another area, we'll come to that later. Good, great, Gaurav. Hi Sikandar, welcome to the session. Hello Palak. Tanmit, subscription. That's the answer to all your questions. Join the current course, be it even for 2 months, and trust me, you will see the difference in your performance. Okay, come on guys, question on your screen, go ahead. I don't think we've taken up this question, the turbulence question. Come on, try this out guys. Come on everyone, give me a chance today to say 100% accuracy. Come on. This class is going to be followed by a special class guys. It starts at 6:15 p.m. so I'll give you a breather of about 5-10 minutes, and then we move on to the special class which starts at 6:15 p.m. in which we're going to take up RCs. Make sure that everyone is a part of the special class. They are also free classes which happen on the Unacademy app. Welcome Tanvit. Come on everyone. Come on, guys. Go on, everyone. PJ on your screen. Form those links, make those subsets, find that opener and arrange it in the right order. Come on. Thank you, YouTuber. I'm really happy. Glad I could be of help. Okay, everyone, come on. ठीक है guys, इस question का सही जवाब है. Hi Nikhil, welcome to the session. Okay, the right answer to this question is 2341, but I see that most of you have got your opener wrong. Most of you have gone with 3 as the opener. Okay, let's check this out. On a very practical level, this has been shown to have many important and relevant applications. From turbulent stirring while cooking that helps mix ingredients to finding more energy efficient ways, hi Adya, of improving chemical plants, airplanes and windmills. Cannot be your opener because of this. What is that this? Turbulence is something most people primarily associate with whirlpools of water or with often frightening experiences aboard airplanes. Now, how did you get the opener wrong? This is a very basic principle here, guys. This says it's something most people primarily associate with. After this, you will put what the author's opinion about it is, right? Whether the author agrees with it, whether the author disagrees with it, whether it is this itself what other people associate, or whether it's something else. I first say, okay, this is a common conception. This is a popular notion. This is what most people do. And then I give you my opinion, right? So most people associate it with whirlpools of water or with frightening experiences. But no, it is first and foremost a fundamental and highly useful principle in nature. Isn't it going to be 2-3? Basic, guys. How did you get the opener wrong? Please make a note of this question. Okay, it's an important principle that you have forgotten to apply here. In fact, research over the past century has shown that turbulence is the optimal way of cascading energy across space-time over many scales, which is a fundamental organizing principle of physical systems. This is research, theory. On a practical level, this fundamental principle, 4 and 1, theory and application, done. वासुदेव, जब हमारे 200 खत्म हो जाएंगे questions, I'll post it on the group. The group is Unacademy_Ritu Dudhoria. Okay, but I want you to attend the live classes till then. Make a note of the questions. Watch the videos again in case you have a problem. Nahi, no Naman. See, what I start off with is whenever, okay, remember we've done this, right? For example, turbulence is not just, let's say, X, but also Y. Correct? It's not just this, but also Y. Many people feel turbulence. So similarly, many people feel turbulence is a frightening experience. Many people are scared of turbulence and they feel it's a frightening experience, but the author's real opinion is no, it's positive. It's a useful principle. ये positive है, ये positive है, ये positive है. Don't these three reflect the author's opinion and they should come together? Got it? You start with a general notion. Whenever we solve RC passages also, जैसे जो आज सुबह हमने solve किए थे class में, we started off, I start off first with, okay, this is a general notion, this is a common belief, this is a common perception. Then the author says, okay, does he agree with it or does he disagree with it? Got it? But here you should have grouped it. This is negative, the rest of them are positive. So we put all the positives together. Okay, come on, let's go to the next question. Come on, everyone. Para jumble. Come on, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay, let's discuss this. The right answer to this question is 3, 4, 2, 1. Come on, let's understand this. In their report into social media manipulation, the NATO Strategic Communications Center of Excellence in 2020 revealed just how easy it is for foreign governments, anti-democratic groups and commercial companies to manipulate public debate through campaigns using networks of fake accounts. Can be a opener. But allowing uncontrolled use of anonymous accounts presents challenges in terms of whether users can trust the post they see. Cannot be an opener, and this is negative. Focus on but and categorize. The minute you see a contradictory word, categorize as positive or negative. A particular feature of many offline platforms is that whether explicitly under their terms and conditions or in practice, because of lax enforcement or lenient enforcement of those terms, they allow users to be anonymous and to conceal or even misrepresent their identities. There are of course many good reasons why a social media user might want not to be identifiable. Okay, now if you look into this, don't you find a link between 2 and 1? 2 and 1 talk about how this uncontrolled use of anonymous account can present challenges. What are those challenges? They can use these fake accounts or anonymous accounts to manipulate people, to manipulate public debate. Do you understand the link between 2 and 1? Now, I told you this is negative, this is but. Before that, we need to put a kind of positive statement, which is that 4, there are many good reasons why a social media user might not want to be identifiable. However, forget those good reasons, there are more challenges being posed. Clearly, 4.2 is a link. 4.2, 2.1, 2.1 talks about the challenges, 4 good, but 2 challenges. And 3 will be the opener. It introduces the concept here. What is this feature that you're talking about? Soon, Saras. November month में you will be able to see my courses for 23. November में यश. तो जल्दी से subscription लेके ready रहो. Okay, guys, do all of you understand why the answer is 3, 4, 2, 1? Clear with this? Okay, come on, next one. Sun Tzu. Okay, so Sanjana, daily actually I have 3 sessions, 3 live sessions. 4 some days. I take 2 sessions on class, that is in the morning and in the evening. Okay, and I take YouTube and I take special. So basically I meet you across all the 3 platforms. That's the reason. But tomorrow I'm going to take a YouTube session at 12 noon and at 5 p.m. Okay, so tomorrow you'll have 2 YouTube sessions. As in when I can take 2 YouTube sessions, I will take. Because tomorrow there's no plus class in the morning, so I'll be able to manage it. Otherwise, usually in the morning, मेरे plus classes रहते हैं. That's why. Tomorrow I'll be meeting you at 12 noon and at 5 p.m. on YouTube. Okay, आज आप 6 बजे 6:15 to be specific 6:15 I'll see you for the free live special class on the app. Good, Yash. Come on, everyone. 44th question on your screen. Okay, how many of you are, just to get a feel, guys, how many of you are CAT 2023 subscribers? Acha, okay, done, Ansh. I'll try and reschedule. Then shall we make it to 11? Shall we make it to 11 a.m.? Okay, because I'm planning to launch a new batch for CAT 2023 subscribers. We start off with the basics, that's vocabulary and critical reasoning. ओके, कल 11 बजे और 5 बजे. ओके, 10 बजे नहीं हो सकता नमन. देयर इज अ टेस्ट सीरीज, वो प्लस का टेस्ट सीरीज जो शुरू हो रहा है, दैट इज फ्रॉम 10 to 10:40 in the morning, followed by analysis session. So YouTube will not be possible then. It's all packed, you know. I'm sort of juggling between, but I'll try to give you as many classes as possible. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is 21354. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है 21354. 10 in the night. अरे, VRC 10 बजे बहुत difficult होगा नमन. It is said that Sun Tzu, to demonstrate the importance of consistency to an emperor, held a military practice session using the emperor's concubines. Consistency is the key to successful management. When one of the concubines, the emperor's favorite, refused to participate in the manly exercises, Sun Tzu had her beheaded, 1 and 3. Okay, so military practice session hold किया था concubines के लिए, and one of the concubines refused to participate in the exercises and therefore she was beheaded. We are obviously not advocating such an extreme action. Of course, beheading is an extreme action, right? So 1, 3 का एक link है. Needless to say, practice went smoothly after that. 1, 3, 4 is, it talks about that particular practice. Okay, जो हुआ था military exercise, one of the concubines refused, she was beheaded, and then the practice continued. Okay, but the punishments would be very severe, and we are obviously not advocating such an extreme action, but the lesson is clear. The lesson that you learn from this particular story is clear. And what is the topic? The topic over here is consistency. So 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Got it? Did all of you understand this? 2 is the topic, 1, 3, 5 is the story, and 4 is the moral. So 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Good, Kaushiki. Welcome to the session. Done. Okay, 1, 3 होगा ना? 1, 3. Because 3 बोल रहा है manly exercises किस में? वो practice session में, military practice session में. So 1 फिर 3. Okay, got it? It's not negative or positive यहाँ पे निखिल. It just says कि हम लोग इतना extreme action लेने को नहीं बोल रहे. It's actually not negative. No, it's not negative. Okay, got it, guys? So we've completed about 50-55 questions, Manupati. You want to make 2 as the conclusion? But to demonstrate the importance of consistency. So 2 and 1 are closer. 2 and 1 are closer, Shashank. Consistency is key to successful management, and that was demonstrated by Sun Tzu, and this is what he did in order to demonstrate that. Clear? Okay. Next one. ये कर लिया हमने. Let's go to the ones that we have not yet taken up. Let's try at para jumbles, guys. Author's position पे थोड़ा बाद में आएंगे. Come on, try this out. Come on, everyone. Understood, Ashutosh, but then there has to be some context or concept now. Like for example, if I just start off with it was demonstrated, it is said that Sun Tzu, to demonstrate the importance of consistency to an emperor, held a military practice session. When one of the concubines, the emperor's favorite, refused, he had her beheaded. Practice went smoothly after that, and as the other concubines realized that the punishments would be severe but consistent, and that favorites meant nothing. We are obviously not advocating such an extreme action, but the lesson is clear. What is the lesson over here? That consistency will be there despite favorites. Now then, after this, if you see, consistency is the key to successful management. This does not look like the conclusion. There has to be something like thus, therefore that, something like that. But that's not there. That conclusion wala word यहाँ पे नहीं है. So it will be very abrupt. To put logically it will follow, but language wise it will not follow. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is 2413. इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब होगा 2413. Okay, come on, let's check this out. Law and order was enforced at the most local of levels for much of human history. See, I'm sure all of you will, I'll tell you where the problem with this PJ came up. For all of you, you tell me if I'm right or wrong. For much of human history, this was clearly the opener because it was the broadest sentence in scope. Okay, so all of you have put 2 correctly. That was not an issue. Okay, you've put 2 correctly. 1 minute, guys. The screen seems to have become stuck. 1 minute though, guys. Okay, I'll just explain this question once and then I will probably have to refresh or restart. Just listen to me till then. Law and order was enforced at the most local of levels. For much of human history, the resolution of disputes was a private matter. See, I'm sure that all of you will agree that the resolution of disputes was a private matter. For much of human history will be the opener. Why is it the opener? Because it's the broadest sentence. It was a private matter. Governments became involved essentially only when taking a monopoly on vengeance, only during the Enlightenment. 3 is clearly the conclusion. Because 1 and 4 say that how it was a private matter. States were not in the business of maintaining legal systems. Law and order was enforced at the most local of levels. So 4 and 1, 2, 4 and 1 basically talk about how it's a private matter. 3 tells us which was the only situation wherein the governments became involved. So 2 is clearly the opener, 3 is clearly the conclusion. The problem was, will it be 1-4 or 4-1? Okay, if states were not yet in the business of making legal systems, if states did not do that, that means it were done at the most local level. So 4 and then 1. You first say they did not do this, then who did it? I can't see it. Logically, if I say, okay, Aman did, for example, I assigned a work, okay, to one person in the, I assigned the work, let's say, to a group of students. Aman worked. Fine, over. But if I say Avnish did not work, but Aman worked, that makes more sense. Rather than saying Aman worked and, Avnish did not work. You get my point. If states were not in the business, then who did it? Or then at what level was that undertaken? It was undertaken at the most local levels. So 4 and then 1. Clear, guys? Okay. In the business of maintaining legal systems, that's why it was done at the most local levels. Okay, let's go to the next question, everyone. Next question on your screen. Come on, everyone. Para jumble. Go ahead. Refresh, guys. Back live. Come on, everyone. Come on, everyone. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is 3142. Okay, come on, let's check this out. Sierra Leone's capital is sited in the lee of the lion-shaped mountain that gives the country its modern name. Today, the mountain shelters of upmarket beach resorts that stretch south of Freetown, and in the distance you can spy the large hump of Banana Island where the slave trader John Newton was imprisoned. But which place or which country are you talking about? To understand the complexity and significance of West African history, there's no better thing to do than to go to Freetown. Freetown is basically Sierra Leone's capital. Okay, that gives the country its modern name. Portuguese sailors began to visit this part of West Africa in the second half of the 15th century. This talks about the 15th century and 2 talks about today. So 3, West African history, Freetown, it mentions Freetown. What is Freetown? Sierra Leone's capital. Okay, 4, 15th century, and then 2 it talks about today. Got it, guys? Did all of you understand this? 3142. Come on, let's go to the next one. But before we go to the next one, guys, let me remind you about the next AIMT. It's going to be on October 30th. 25 crore up to 25 crore of prizes up for grabs. All India rank among 50,000 plus test takers. Please make sure that all of you scan the QR code and enroll using the code RITUMBA. Come on, next one. Para jumble on your screen, guys. Go ahead. Come on, everyone. Come on, guys. Okay, let's understand this question. The answer to this question is 2431. ठीक है guys, इस question का सही जवाब है 2431. Come on. The French Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizens spelled out the rights that comprised liberty and equality and outlined a system of participatory government that would empower citizens to protect their own rights. The legacy of the French Revolution is not found in physical monuments but in the ideas of liberty, equality and justice that still inspire modern democracy. The United States Declaration of Independence briefly mentioned rights to liberty, equality and pursuit of happiness without explaining what they meant or how they were to be realized. More ambitious than the American revolutionaries of 1776, the French in 1789 were not just fighting for their own national independence, they wanted to establish principles that would lay the basis for freedom for human beings everywhere. Now, the entire passage is basically a comparison between the French Declaration, the French and the United States. See, you start off with 2. Okay, now 4. See, it says the French were not just fighting for their national independence, they wanted to establish principles that would lay the basis for freedom of human beings everywhere. The United Nations only briefly mentioned these things. But the French went beyond that. The entire passage का theme यही है. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Why not 2, 3, 4, 1? No, 3 and 1 is clearly a subset. 3 says the United Nations Declaration briefly only mentioned this. The French Declaration was more in detail. So 3 and 1 is clearly a subset. 3 and 1 is clearly a subset. 4 begins how they, the laying down or the establishment of principles. So 431 is a subset. Anshul, 2 conclusion तो हो नहीं सकता यहाँ पे. 2 basically gives us all the key ideas. French Revolution, and it says not just in physical monuments. Sort of it brings us to the point कि physical monuments छोड़ो, इस पे focus करो. So it diverts or it comes to the main topic. Clear? Did all of you understand this? Come on, next one. Come on guys, para jumble. Come on everyone. Take your time and try this out guys. जल्दबाजी में आप लोग गलतियां कर बैठ रहे हो. on everyone. Okay guys, the right answer to this particular question is 2143. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है गाइस 2143. Faced with the potential loss of meaning, scribes or writers and scholars introduced a system of marking pauses, which included a pause between elements of a single sentence, whose sentence like comma and full stop and colon and all of that. During late antiquity and early Middle Ages, classical texts were under threat as fewer and fewer people knew how to punctuate them. In the 7th century, Isidore of Seville wrote about the systemization of punctuation, suggesting a move towards grammatical punctuation. These pauses were marked with dots. These pauses refers to the one mentioned in 1. So 1 and 4 का clear link है. 2 is clearly the opener, antiquity and the early Middle Ages. Fewer and fewer people knew how to punctuate them. That's why, faced with the potential loss of meaning, they introduced a system. Introduced. This is introduction. And then you talk about the 7th century where they wanted to systemize it. Got it? Why the answer option is 2143? Clearly chronological order. Chronological order, guys. Got it? Did all of you understand this? वो सबको लग रहा है अभिषेक, आप जितने भी लोग यहाँ पे उनको पूछो उन सबको डर ही लग रहा है, कोई यहाँ पे सुख शांति से नहीं बैठा है. Got it? Don't worry, that's pretty normal. Keep giving mocks, उससे आप अपना nerves control कर पाओगे. Systemization मतलब standardization करना उसको. पहले तो मतलब introduce किया, systemization मतलब उसको formally include करना, standardize करना. People around the world over will start using it. Okay, come on, next one. Come on, guys. Come on everyone, para jumble on your screen. I don't see that great an accuracy yet. So please make sure that you focus on this question and try and get it right. want the right answer, guys. Yes, ma'am. What is your question? Yes, it will be available in recorded form post the session. Acha, I will explain, guys. Please listen to this. The right answer to this question is 3124. इस question का सही जवाब है 3124. That Brexit is rooted in the evasions, divisions and contradictions of Britain's membership of the European Union has played remarkably little part in the last 2 years of national political discourse. Can be wrong. But the issue also reaches back deep into episodes of English history. Brexit is a historical reckoning for the United Kingdom, not least because of the country's frequent aversion to engaging with its past. So it's a historical reckoning. It's not because of this. Then what is it because of? Haven't we done this pattern several times? Why didn't you get the subset 3 and 1? And those of you who have gone with 1 and 3, do you first state what it is? No. You first state what it's not. If it's not this, then what is it? So 3 and 1 ka clear link hai. Episodes of English history. These histories. Done. Over. Clear-cut language clues, guys. Clear-cut language clues. How did you get these wrong? Got it, everyone? Clear with this? Clear? Okay, 3 and 1, it's not, Surajit, it's not because of the country's frequent aversion to engaging with its past. Instead, it has its root in the evasions, divisions and contradictions of Britain's membership. So that is why 3 and 1. Okay, plus batch for VA. We have a sectional batch coming up, Surajit, where I'm going to treat you with 5 tests followed by the analysis session. That's the plan for October. In November, I'll come up with comprehensive courses. Correct. No, look at one clearly, Surajit. The Brexit is rooted in the evasions, divisions and contradictions of Britain's membership of the European Union has played remarkably little part in the last 2 years of the national political discourse. See. 1 minute. Sorry. 3 and 1 together say what it's not and 2, 4 tell us what it is. I'm sorry. Yes, you've set me right. Got it? Okay, last question for today, guys. Then we go ahead. Then I meet you in the special class. Come on. डिपेंड करता है कि आपको उन 8 क्वेश्चंस में से कितने सही मिले. What about the others? Guys, don't forget tomorrow class at 11 a.m. Okay, the right answer to this question is 51432. Most of the oxygen we breathe actually comes from the rainforests. Unfortunately, many forests, especially the Amazon, face deforestation. Not only are forests vitally important for absorbing the carbon we emit, they also decrease temperatures. Forests are useful because they pull moisture in from the soil and expel it through their leaves, cooling the earth just as sweat cools our bodies. Okay, now, see, look at this. See this, the Amazon rainforest is, I'm not saying which is the opener yet, just listen. It's not only the world's lungs, it's also our sweat glands. Lungs and sweat glands. Lungs, 1 talks about lungs, 4 talks about sweat glands. Do all of you agree with this? Do all of you agree with this? 5, 1 and 4? 5 says not only lungs but also sweat glands. 1 talks about the lung wala point and 4 talk about the sweat gland wala point. 5, 1, 4. Till here, clear? Two is clearly the conclusion. 2 because it talks about the negative angle. Unfortunately, they are facing deforestation. The rest of it is positive. The only point is, where do we place 3? If we place 3 in the beginning, there is no connection between 3 and 5. 5, 1, 3. But 3 is related to what? Lung or sweat gland? 3 is related to what, Surajit? Lung or sweat gland? It's a different point, right? It's a different point. And this is in fact related to 3, 4. It cools the body, decrease temperature. Okay, you want to place it like 51342. आपको 51342 लगाना है. Okay, so 5 and 1 corrected, lung and then sweat gland. Then 1 talks about the lung wala point. Your position of 2 is correct because it's negative. Now 3, 4 or 4, 3. Most of the oxygen we breathe actually comes from the rainforests. Not only are forests vitally important for reabsorbing the carbon we emit, they also, I'll tell you the problem with this, they also decrease temperature. Forests are useful because they pull moisture from the soil and expel it through their leaf, cooling the earth just as sweat cools our bodies. Okay, now I'll tell you my logic for it, okay, but I think I need to come up with a better answer for this. I would want to go with the analogy first and then elaborate on it. I would want to go with the analogy first and then elaborate on it. Also, okay, I'll think about this. I will keep it on hold. I'll think about this and get back to you tomorrow with a more convincing reply. Sounds good? Okay, I'll just keep this on hold and get back to you tomorrow because I'm going to see you in the special class in 1 minute. So we'll continue with this in tomorrow's class. Okay? Yeah, we'll think about this. Guys, PYQs prepare करना है आप सबको. 600 plus PYQs है guys, with more focus on questions from the last 5 years. Make sure that all of you enroll. We'll come back to it. I'll see you in the special class now. I'll come back to this tomorrow morning 11 a.m. Do enroll for the final app for CAT 2022 batch. Download the sample notes, enter your name, number and email ID. And guys, these are the faces of the CAT 2021 toppers. I want to see all your faces in CAT 2022 topper positions. Special class guys starts in a minute. 6:15 p.m. special class, free live class on the Unacademy Learning app. All you have to do is apply the code Ritu MBA and join in now. Thank you everyone. Like, share and subscribe the video. Take care guys. See you everyone.